is a brisk night in the Midwest as we bring you football from Paul Brown Stadium in the Queen City, Cincinnati, Ohio. This crowd loves their orange and black. The scene just a short time ago, they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football as the Bengals get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
But that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon, and he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Here we go. 180. Place hot. Hot. 11 MT. Hot.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd down, Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jamar Chase, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They go play action now. Wilson. Forced out to his left. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Defense gives up a touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. You must be dreaming.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Here's the first carry for Austin Ekeler. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike, 49. Check.
Here's Wilson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. It's a foot race. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for Bengals TD.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead is swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Alert. Check 59, Mike. Alert. 59. Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here.
Now it's Wilson. Flush to his right. He'll fire this one deep for Ekeler. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Wilson. That's caught left side by Hardman. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And take it right on the 30. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. A 6-2 is their record through the first 8 weeks. Charles, what is your assessment for them in the second half of the season?
Well, I think that the road gets a little bit tougher for them. But when I look at their schedule, I see some of these road games, and I know those are going to be difficult. But this is a good team, so I'm going to go with 11 and 5. That seems about right, and I think that'd be a nice accomplishment, too.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On second down, here's Mixon. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down.
On 2, ready? Check Mike. Watch 55.
Yeah, that's what I do.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
Burrow on play action. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Second and 10.
56, right there, 56.
All day, baby, all day.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. 20, 10.
Run it right down
and
their
he
throat.
takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. That is good, and that'll make it 20-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
The greatest show on earth, baby.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Bengals drive about to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum down.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Rolling to his right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Here we go, here we go. 180.
I got him. Showing it.
Now Joe Mixon. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole. And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You won't get this. You're all mine. Kill.
11 MT Tate. 11 MT Tate.
Hey, me and you all.
They gotta go, gotta go.
I'm coming after you.
Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Quarterback, don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there. Of course you're going to give it to him.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
The Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Mixon. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. 180.
Check.
11.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Browns are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal, they go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Mike, check. 59.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
Wilson. He'll find Schwartz complete right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000 is a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Check 55 to Mike.
Hey, watch the ball.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Throw right side, going to be caught by Hardman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Buying time to his left. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 1:53 remaining in this first half of play. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. Get ready.
Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. Catch is made by Hardman. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
High throw, but the catch is made. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Wilson. Being chased out left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns can grab the lead if they hit the extra point. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will give him the lead here as we get on towards halftime. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go. That's complete. Okuegbuna. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Oliver. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Off off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off down at the 2. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Check. Good. 14, front it. Tempo.
Now Wilson on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is caught. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A big play that time for Cleveland. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Eckler. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Austin Eckler, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 36. Meanwhile, Burrow's throw taken in here by Chase. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Throwing now, Burrow on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, Able to influence the release, and it did force the incomplete pass.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Here's Burrow. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also...
Touchdown, Bengals! Albert Okuebuna, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are a 2-point conversion away from tying this football game.
It's going to be a long day.
Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
He'll buy some time right. Back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Browns drive about to get started. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
And the Bengals are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10
at the 40. On play action, they'll throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They go play action with Burrow. Dumps it off to Mixon. Muscles him off. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. He gets it to Cooks. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash. And it'll bring up 4th down.
Here we go. Big 13. Big 13.
Check 9, check 9.
Switch. Check 31. He's crashing. He's checking crashing.
They run for it with Mixon. And he's got enough for the 1st across midfield to the 48. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back can get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the 1st down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, big hole right side. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there. Their chance to score points, but the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So crisis averted, but now facing 3rd and goal.
Play action. It's Burrow. Throw complete right side to Cooks. 10 yards gets him closer, but now it's 4th and goal. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This for a 4th quarter lead.
McPherson's kick is good.
And with that, they have taken the lead by a point here in the 4th.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they really need to forget about their last time out, the turnover that led to a field goal. So now they try to regroup, trailing in the final quarter. Obviously, they'd love a touchdown, but 3 would suffice. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Play action. Now Wilson. They'll roll him out right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Watch the screen.
Play action. It's Wilson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And just a yard to go here on 2nd down.
Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 11. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Come on, 56, the mic, boys, 56. Check, 56.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Burrow. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Now they go play action now. Burrow. This is caught. It's Cooks. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because
the ball comes out, and the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss
loss on the play. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
So we got man.
Now it's Burrow. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Now that's a big pickup right there, and so often we focus on how the quarterback's faking out play action. How about everyone being in on the deal and picking it up?
Second, third levels, you can see them trying to recover. They've been worked out offensively. 49 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
Back to Mixon on second down. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight one-point game.
Let's go. Here we go.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11.
Throwing now is Joe Burrow. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to salt this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done, because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Drive about to get started. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Now Wilson. Finding Hardman. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the first down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have, as well as the understanding where they are on the field?
Mike's 59. Yo. 95. Mike, check. 59. Look, get your swerve on. Hey, 0.
Motion. Check 59. Mike.
Took right.
59. Mike to 59.
All you get is a headache.
Wilson to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time for Cleveland. First and goal, a touchdown and a two-point conversion here are musts. One last shot for Wilson. And it's caught. And he is in for the touchdown with no time remaining. And Charles, we're a two-point conversion away from overtime.
And that won't be easy. Well, there's no doubt that this crowd has absolutely been rocked by what they just saw. But guess what? There's still two-point conversion to deal with. Still a little drama left.
No time on the clock. Are we going to overtime, or does it end right here?
57's a Mike. I got it.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play.